Hello,
Hey
hello.
guys.
Welcome back to Duo Diaries with Rutando and Maxine. We're back again with another episode.
Mhm.
I feel like this is going to be a good one.
It is. We have a lot to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about. Also, we have a lot of hype people. So,
Mhm.
this is kind of technically, I'll say, our first live recording.
Um.
Recording in front of a live audience.
Yes, but one of them is sleeping next to me.
Oh my gosh,
You
they
just
actually
said like a
are.
hype, and then I was like, "But
I was
she's
like, oh, she's
sleeping,
passed out.
taking a
Okay.
nap."
She's taking a little nap. It's okay.
We have two friends and Toto, who's just always here anyway.
Two friends and
Yeah,
Toto.
he's
Yeah.
everything. He's friend.
Okay,
All
yeah, he's not a friend of mine. I don't fucking know him.
His
Just
face.
randomly sitting there. Okay, cool. Play your games, and you're like with your sweatpants.
Yeah,
But
so we have
yeah,
some friends here today, which is nice.
yeah, we've been like yappering about
Already, yeah.
for the past like hour or
So we
so.
had to start straight away because the battery
It's going
dies.
to die, or it's just gonna like escalate to a point where we actually can't coherently say anything. I
Yeah,
think.
it'll just be using eye contact.
Yeah, like. Ooh.
No one saw that. Yeah.
No one saw that, but it's all
Mm.
good. It's all good.
So, what are
Let's
we drinking? Let's just start with that.
let's start there. I feel like this is actually a great wine. So
You've been hyping this
I
one.
have been hyping this one, and I feel like it's gonna come as a surprise. I'll just go straight into it. We are drinking a Woolworths wine. It's the Woolworths Cape Lightly Sparkling White Wine.
Mm-hmm.
Very affordable. It's a South African blend. I think it's like 60 Rand. I actually have forgotten now, but I think it's 59 Rand at Woolworths.
I think it is.
So, am I
Mm-hmm.
correct? Yeah.
59.99.
59.99. Very affordable, I would say.
That's cheaper than food.
That's cheaper. Literally, at this point, it's cheaper than
That's
food.
very concerning.
Like
Okay.
you can buy this instead of a Big Mac. Like, come on.
Yeah, except we're
So
not
this
doing Big
is
Macs.
cheap wine, and I think it's a fantastic cheap wine. I'll read it quickly. So it is, as I said, Woolworths slightly sparkling. It's a fruity, light, and refreshing wine. It's sweet with tropical fruit flavors, with a little sparkle and a crisp finish. It's a great aperitif that is best enjoyed ice cold in the sunshine. Simply grab it from the fridge, open, and enjoy.
That's what we did.
And that's exactly what we did. I think it's such an easy wine. I think this is a wine for everyone who just wants to like drink like kind of carelessly and have fun. This is the thing. You're not swirling it around.
No,
You're
just
not
need a
like,
drink.
oh, what like is there stone fruit? No, it's a fantastic wine to just drink.
It's sweet as well, which
It's
is
sweet as well.
perfect.
Yeah, but I don't think it's too sweet. Did
Yeah,
you
it's
find
good
it so
enough.
sweet?
No, it's good enough
It's
for
a good
me.
enough, yeah. It's like it's a
Yeah.
great beach wine, I would say. Like this is the wine that I
Mm.
always take. Like if I'm just gonna go lounge at the beach,
This is the one.
this is the one. It's summer. It's gonna be nice and cold. I'm on Clifton and just like drinking and like having fun
And here we are drinking it in winter.
in winter because it's a summer day again.
Yeah, true. We've had a lot of good summer
We've
days
had a
for
lot
these
of good
recordings.
days.
They're like, oop, you got to drink white wine. Here's some sun.
Exactly.
Thanks.
Come to Cape Town, guys. Ooh, also
Or
Cape Town
don't.
tourism, pay us.
Yeah. And also don't come.
Don't come. Oh, yeah, don't come. We want the
Yeah,
prices
we
to
need
kind of like,
some.
yeah.
Oh, Amo says you can come, but don't stay.
Don't stay. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Just like the
That
rent
was Amo's invitation
prices.
to come.
Yeah,
but
that's our
don't
chartered
stay.
accountant in the room, and they have
Sponsor will
to soon to be chartered accountant in
and
the
our
room.
Woolworths sponsor.
And our Woolworths sponsor, yay! But she actually didn't sponsor this, which is kind of crazy.
Oh.
We paid full price.
Oh,
but
she poured it.
She poured it. Yay! We have assistants.
Yeah.
Our brand and business is growing, guys. We have a team.
One again is sleeping next
One
to
is
me.
sleeping, fast asleep. Fast
She
asleep.
drank already. She came prepped.
Yeah, she did. She did because I brought the other one. We had a weekend away in Franschhoek, and I just kind of like dragged her here with me.
And you guys have been drinking. So.
We have been. So I'm a bit like.
So this is a good wine to just continue that without going full force, you know? Just keep it light.
Keep it light, keep it fresh, keep it crisp, and enjoy. Yeah, Woolworths lightly sparkling, of course. So you'll see it on our Instagram. So go follow Geo Diaries Pod. Yeah, let's just jump into what we've been watching. Let's just do a little catch up, Maxine.
So I'm still on my Gypsy Rose
yeah
vibe. Very weird. It's getting very weird. we are seeing her now. Obviously, the first few episodes of her coming out and just dealing with the real world.
Yeah.
Now she's dealing with like more traumatic stuff. So we see like she has like nightmares of her mom because obviously she killed her mom, or like was involved in it. So these things don't just go away. Like it's gonna come up.
I have a bad thought.
What?
Wasn't that like 8 years ago? Get over it, babe.
No. I mean, some actually do have that opinion, but I mean that's nothing you can forget because when you're in prison, you kind of blocking that out because there's so many other like weird dramas that you can involve yourself in. Now you're coming out, you literally just have social media where people are bringing up your story all the time and reminding you, babes, you killed your mom. So I think she's having some trauma with that. And then there was more interesting stuff about her mom's mom basically also treating her the same way and having that, what's that disease again?
Munchausen.
That I just can't say the word.
Munchausen by proxy. Toche is gonna get a promotion.
Yeah, because he keeps throwing
like
it
he's
in.
there, he's on it. I love our assistants. Are you falling behind?
She's awake.
She's like, okay.
She is awake. Yeah, so basically her mom's mom had that too. So she used to do that to
her
Gypsy's,
mom.
literally
Like a
cycle,
thing.
basically.
Oh my gosh.
So that was also quite interesting to see. And then there's more drama basically about now she's in her marriage, whatever.
Yeah.
So now that's the thing. So she's left the man, which we know of, but in the documentary she's still with him. So we're seeing how it all plays out. He now is basically gone back to work, so she's sitting on her own at home with her social medias and everything. And her stepmom is getting weirdly involved in her past relationship with her other man, Ken. And so basically we start seeing her slowly wanting to drift back to her ex in this recent episode, which is a bit chaotic. Doesn't really make sense. You married, you put your whole marriage out for everyone to see, and now you're like, maybe I want to go back to my ex. So that's where we left it off. It was weird that her stepmom was also getting involved and like trying to hook her up with her ex-boyfriend who left her.
The stepmom's ex-boyfriend.
No, so the stepmom is trying to get Gypsy back with Gypsy's ex-boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
But it's kind of weird because the stepmom knows she's married. So like, why are you bringing this ex-boyfriend?
Okay. So they don't like their husband.
That's also the thing. They act like they're okay with him, but now you're doing sneaky things. Just kind of also like pick a side,
Also, it's inappropriate.
It is inappropriate.
Over-involved mom.
Yeah.
Now 6 feet under to an
over-involved stepmom. Yeah. So she's basically being controlled by the moms again, which is just sad to see.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where we're at with that. And then Vanderpump, we can finally talk about it because we're at the same point.
Welcome.
It took me a few weeks, but I actually caught up with like multiple seasons.
Yeah.
Wow. How did we get here?
Wow. 9 years going.
Man.
Our young kids have grown up. They have families. They have had marriages. They've left their marriages.
They all literally left marriages.
No one is dating anyone.
Nothing. Everything fell apart.
Everything fell apart.
Everything fell apart.
So again, this is coming off of Scandival, where the 9-year relationship between Tom and Ariana. Tom cheats on Ariana with Ariana's best friend.
Don't even say cheat. He has an affair. Make it a thing. It was a 7-month affair.
That just it became the biggest scandal, I think, like in reality TV in America for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, yes. I also, okay, cool. For me, this is not as new anymore. And I've kind of like just like seen it kind of like progress
play out,
and play out.
Yeah.
And I will say massive news for the television show, but also for the cast as well, personally. But I just want to mention commercially for them. Oh, all of them are buying houses left, right, and center.
Because
they made so much money off of this.
This is true. Ariana specifically, because
catapulted her.
Mad.
She's on Broadway.
She was
the
on
host of Love Island. She's on Dancing with the Stars.
All of these things. And I brought this up to Toto because he was like, "Oh no, she did like get brands stuff and whatever you can see." But I like deep dived into an Instagram. She was promoting like a packet of Lay's chips from her house, doing her own content, right?
Yeah.
To literally being on like all of these massive big shows and like things where she doesn't even have to post her own pictures. People post it for her and she's tagged and stuff. That's
Uber
madness.
Commercials, Lay's commercial. They were everywhere. They made so much money. And I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want Tom to gain anything from that, but
and he did. And for me, this is where I'm gonna start off on my tangent where I feel like not everyone is going to like necessarily agree.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. And I thought about this. I was like, Rotando, are you playing like devil's advocate, or is this genuinely how you feel? And I think it's genuinely how I feel. It's awful, like what he did, 100%.
You're gonna say but?
I'm gonna say but.
Ew.
But now this is where. So you've watched it and you've watched the reunion episodes as well, correct?
Yeah. Oh, he's just awful.
I 100% am Team Lala.
Team Lala.
So like what she was saying, I agree with her 100%. 100% agree with her. So yes, Tom Ariana, the affair, her life absolutely shattered. Absolutely shattered. Like she is. I honestly I don't know what I'll do in that instance. I feel like my entire life is gone.
Because not just your guy, it's also your best friend.
It's your best friend. Yeah, your entire life is basically like now up in arms. But then, so what Lala is basically was saying for the people who like didn't watch is that we're on a reality television show and we're going to fucking shoot this show. This is our job. This is how we make our money. This is how we pay our bills. And I want interaction. Like I wanted to see how Ariana and Tom were going to interact on the show. Like that's what I wanted to do. And like for the whole, and when you break up with someone after 9 years and so traumatically, people are like, I never want to see you again, and we're done.
Yeah.
And that's what Ariana said, completely valid. But then, which I think is a very valid point that Lala said, is that yes, Ariana, you don't want to talk to this man, completely valid, but then you're also living in the same house as him.
I got that
one. So how
one.
much is it that like, oh, I'm actually completely traumatized by seeing him? Because you see him every day, you literally live in the same house.
But she is avoiding him as much as possible. And I get that. I kind of got that point. First of all, I thought Lala wasn't the best person to be giving any kinds of points because so many things have backfired on her when she comes in so strong. She can give an opinion, but you shouldn't like go in on them and be like, you should do this is what should happen, because she knows best. Like, you don't really know the situation until you're in it. But I got that point of like, okay, you staying with him. I think for Ariana, what it is more of like a loyalty thing. She wants to feel backed up and like supported by the friends. So the whole thing of like, oh yeah, we can see him because you're living with him. I think to her, I don't know, it comes across a bit different. It's like, okay, you still want to be friends with him and me at the same time, which is a boundary that she's not willing to break.
100%, and she did say like in season 10 that she doesn't want any mutuals.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, okay, cool, understand that. But I also love Tom. I've known Tom
their whole life. It's like a family member to them.
They're like, I'm so sorry. That's like a very close friend of mine. I've known Tom longer than I've known you, Ariana. Like the Sheena instance, because Sheena was like, Ariana, I love you. You're my friend. But also Tom is also a good friend of mine.
And he supported and helped
me. And is actually.
And Ariana wasn't that.
I was like, yeah, he supported me more than you have.
Yeah, she's not that nice
over the years. So I'm like, what's gonna happen now? So it was like, I don't know, it's a very tricky situation, but I think weird. For like Lala was saying, for reality television sakes, for your job sakes, you have to do what you need to do. It's uncomfortable. If you said, I'm not coming back this season because I need time away from him, then do that. Don't be on the show and then not interact with him, because
then make everyone else feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, because like now if I interact with him, be like, I don't want my friends to do that with the person that I hate. Babe, we're at work now. So
yeah, Toto kind of had that opinion too. He was like, yeah, like you get it, because they also want to be friends with him. They are friends with him, so you can't be like, I'm gonna cut you out completely. But like you get this one aspect of it if it's still fresh, because you can't expect me to get over that. And as my friend, I would hope that even if you were kind of talking to Tom, you'd go out your way to maybe just keep it a bit more to yourself instead of making it a thing of like, oh, I'm gonna go see Tom, and like, you know, just keep it to yourself, have your own friendship, don't involve me, and don't talk to me about the fact that you went and saw Tom or that you besties with him again. I think that's kind of a boundary she could have maybe said. I was like, you can be friends with him, but don't ask me quick, or don't tell him stuff about my life, and don't tell me stuff about his life. Like, just keep that break between it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I also wouldn't want to know everything about him. Now they come in, oh, Tom's got a new girlfriend. Okay, I don't care. Like, don't come tell me he split a whole relationship.
But I feel like they were only talking about him to her just to be like, I'm trying to be transparent. I'm not like going behind your back talking to your enemy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to do this with Tom, just so you know. I still love you. I'm not doing this behind your back, but like I have to.
But that's why if she set the boundary where she just said, go do it, that's fine, and don't tell me about it, then they wouldn't have to like come and
but
be
she
like,
never said. She's like, if you talk to him, you're not my friend.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm
saying.
No, I know that, but I'm saying what she should have done is just said the boundary is, If you're doing stuff with him, don't tell me, and don't tell him anything about my life because that's my issue. Because again, if they're having like legal things with the house and stuff, these friends are shady like that. They'll go tell one person and maybe not even realize that they're being shady, but that implicates now all the discussions, and now you're gonna have to be like, oh, I can't say something around that person because maybe they could tell Tom. That becomes even worse because you're hiding stuff. If there's a clear thing of like, just don't talk to him about my business and don't tell me about his business, fine.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Yeah.
It really is a tricky one. But like that thing, you live with him, so I'm so sorry. Like,
people are non-confrontational, so they always want the path of least resistance. So it's one thing to agree with you and say that he's been an asshole and I don't want you to be around him. But at the end of the day, he's my friend and now you're imposing on me that I can't hang out with him. People don't like that.
Yeah.
It becomes now your problem is now becoming their problem, and that's where the line.
You went on a tangent. I don't even know if this thing got you.
Honestly, I hope. Hopefully your audio came onto the mics and people heard you. But essentially, that was Tote in the background saying that the imposition of like, as my friend, I expect you to behave this way, is also it's a lot for people to like swallow that, because like, yes, as your friend, but I'm friends with both of you, and like we can't now dictate how I'm going to move between the two of you because I'm equally as good friends to the both of you. I would understand it if this was just like a random person.
Yeah.
And it's like, so like it was what Sheena's husband, Brock. So if any of the other girls are like, no, I'm gonna stand by Brock. So sorry, then Sheena, if anything. That's weird because Brock just came about like this is, babe, I've literally, Tom has been here since day one. You are the newcomer.
But at the same time, I think she also assumes that they feel, obviously the betrayal is not the same for them, but there is a sense of betrayal from Tom too, because with Sheena as well, she was encouraging like Rachel to get with. She also looked like a dum dum at the end of it because she was left in the dark, and now she looked like a psycho for like forcing that. Meantime, Rachel's getting with the other Tom, so it was a betrayal in that sense as friends too, which he did, which I think Ariana expects more of a reaction from
like
the friends.
Like Sheena saying, yes, I was betrayed, but
I'm over it now.
I'm over it. Yeah. So like now you saying,
but then that should be the end. That should be fine.
Or whatever. Yeah, that was. It was an issue. I don't know, but like I think, Lala got a lot of backlash. But I literally I think I understand where she was coming from.
But she comes she goes a bit too strong for someone who's had her own stuff happen to her, and she knows like.
I think that's why she's coming strong, because again, I'll say Lala's situation is way more dramatic than the Tom and Ariana one. I mean, but
look how she acted. So like, that's karma, basically.
No, like so, like when Lala 2 seasons ago. Again, just giving you guys a brief update. Her husband, baby daddy, basically kind of cheated on her and left her and her child in very shady circumstances. And Lala was also like, I don't want anyone talking to my ex.
Yeah.
But then I was like, with that one, there's a child involved, there's custody involved, there's people are suing them because he had money and he was robbing people. It was a lot of shady things. And then even then, people were like, hey, Lala, like if I'm gonna go play pickleball with this person, I kind of like him.
But in that sense, I was also like, "That's you don't need to because that was never in the picture."
And like that's why Lala.
I just think that I don't think in terms of that, because fair enough, the way she said you guys don't need to be friends with him, that is valid because you were never friends with him before. Where it's different with Tom. I'm just saying in terms of the thing of when she was going so hard for her man and be like, he's a stand-up guy, he would never leave his kids, when she was going off at Brock because Brock hadn't seen his kids. I'm saying in that aspect of just going so hard on something when you know that it can reverse and come back to you at any point in a worse circumstance. Yeah. I just think she could have laid off a bit, like being like, you guys do you, this is where I stand and that's it. Like you don't need to come in as hot with like your opinion. Because she did that before as well. And I was like, she did.
But like, she was in love. That's what everyone's going to do. Is like, don't compare your person to my person. But that's why you can.
Ariana was in love. So her emotions towards that situation is not going to be understandable to anyone else except her. Which is the same thing in
like this breakup. It's kind of like because Tom shady in the beginning, like it was kind of like there was a little bit of an overlap with Tom and Ariana to begin with. So I'm like, okay, cool. You guys already started off in a interesting position. Everyone has said that like you guys don't want your relationship to be as open in front of the cameras, but everyone else has to be. So we know that you guys are having issues, but you never say that on camera. So there's always been things going on in their relationship. And with this now, it's like, okay, cool. So Lala's basically saying, we're going to allow you your space to heal. But then when I was going through stuff, every single person was like, yo, let's talk about it, Lala, because what the fuck is happening? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Lala's like, I had a child to look for. People were suing me.
Yeah.
And you guys still expected me to be there, to be on camera, to talk about it. But
yeah,
this
Ariana
one, it's just like,
she needs to get over that part. Like,
it was
you have
like,
to film now.
yeah, you got cheated on. I get it's awful, but
Yeah.
like that's it. Like no one is suing you. No one is dead.
You've actually thriving in the circumstance.
And that, I feel like that's the other thing. Like now you're actually thriving
compared to where you were before.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like because Lala is like, I'm losing my house. I'm losing the money and like the support. I need to like kind of like figure out how things are going to happen. But like now you thriving, you've gotten like 75 job offers.
So you don't need to be miserable, basically.
So you don't have to be as miserable.
There's nothing to be miserable about.
Don't project it onto us. But
yeah,
then you do
fair
it.
enough.
And like if you had said, I'm taking a break from Vanderpump,
then it's fine.
Yeah, you have the money coming in from all the other places, then take a break. That's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be here and you're getting paid the same amount of money,
you must
then you
tell
don't
your
want to
story.
be filmed with people.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. As your coworker now, not a friend, but as your coworker, if you're getting paid the same amount of money, and you're gonna say, I'm not gonna be here to shop. Oh, best believe I'm saying, boss, can I have her paycheck because she's not doing what she needs to do.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a lot between the
very
friendship
complex,
and business.
That's why they don't know how the next season will happen.
Yeah, and they're taking a break now, so they're not gonna film for a while.
Yeah.
Because everything is so messed up, I think.
And I don't know if they'll go back.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Even the way it ended, did you see they did like the montage, like the final episode?
Yeah,
they did like a montage like from the beginning to the end. Yeah. And I think that might actually be like, this is the end of
this. Could be the end. Yeah,
this
we're just gonna do this now, just in case.
Just
this is the
in
last.
case.
Yeah.
Like this could be the final episode for the series, but it was, it's just monumental.
It was a bit anticlimactic because I was just like we had the season before was so much drama. It was almost like what comes after that?
Yeah.
And there was no resolution. It was still just very, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah. But yeah, guys, Vanderpump Rules, honestly, the days of our lives. What a soapy. What a phenomenal.
And I wasn't vibing it in the beginning. The first few seasons, I was like,
it takes you have to, like, yeah, it takes a while.
Well, we skipped all the way to season 7, so it took a real while.
But yeah, there's that.
Alright.
I was going to talk about like the Real Housewives, but like I can talk about that next
week. But
I
think you can talk about next week because we were also watching it. So if I catch up a bit, because I don't know there was another season.
Oh yeah, and there's 3 or 4 episodes. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So then I'll catch up on that. Yeah. Because I see Caroline and Sergio, and I wanna.
Oh my gosh, that couple! I love them, but it's so weird. Their dynamic is so weird, but I actually genuinely think that they love each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's just a bit
massive
strange.
age gap. She's like 55. He's 29 or whatever.
Ugh, yeah.
And it's just weird. It's just weird.
I
but
think
like,
she's just the weird one. To be honest.
She is.
She's strange.
Like Sergio, a Spanish man who's just absolutely in love with this woman.
Living in Dubai for the money.
And it's like, I love you, I love you, I love you. And she's like, stop it. You're a puppy, and I need you to be a man right now. But yeah, we'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
I want to delve into Love Island immediately because whoa.
Yeah, it's almost like there's too much that it's overwhelming to even think about talking about.
Guys, I'm just warning you right now. I think this might be a long-ish episode.
Yeah.
It might be because there's a lot. What a good week, I'll say.
It was. They do the peak in the middle of the...
Yeah, which is perfect.
The whole season.
Are we going to do a jingle? We have to. No, it's awful, but we're going to do it every single week.
Okay, then everyone has to join in. Loreko, wake up!
No, let us sleep because that's going to be out like a lion.
I can't believe she just came here to sleep.
Woo! So guys,
anyway, we're gonna sing us into the Love Island.
We're going to sing Love Island.
So whatever naturally comes to you, do it.
Do it.
1,
2, 3. Love Island.
Yeah, see,
cheers
good.
To that.
Cheers to
that.
Was
good. That was good. We're getting there.
We need our backup singers. That's what it was.
Ah! Beyonce with all the fucking whatever. So let's start this off. What a long week.
Yeah, damn, so much happened.
I
feel like we always say it's almost like it's like you need recaps every day because
genuinely, because it's like when we like the first item, like the Joey and Omar had like having a little spat. It's literally, I was like, that felt like it happened 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
I was like,
so much every day. But also because every episode is an hour, and there's 5 or 6 episodes a week.
6 episodes a week. It's a lot.
That's a lot of hours.
We work with the hardest workers in Cape Town. I just want to say.
Yeah, we just sit here and watch TV all day.
Yeah, it's so difficult.
So much work.
It's so difficult. But this week, we started off with a little beef. So essentially what's happening, and we have to say this couple. So Joey Essex.
Yeah.
Joey's actually, even though he's doing a measure this week, I have to give him his props because I've been like looking past our episodes,
Yeah.
and we've been speaking about Joey a lot in the past. So like
I'm telling you.
he's good for this season.
They
He's
brought
providing,
him in for the job. You don't just bring
Yeah.
in a celebrity like this just to come and maybe find love. No, he's not here for love.
He's
here to
spark
cause
shit.
drama
Yeah.
because sometimes it gets boring and you need some hype. He knows what he's doing. He's getting paid double.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
100%. So Joey is with Grace.
Yeah.
And he left Samantha left last week.
Yeah.
Chose Grace. They have a history. They look like a great couple.
We thought they were gonna go strong.
We thought they were like,
We said he could win. Even.
We literally were like, this
with
is
Grace.
the couple.
Yeah.
Grace and Joey, beautiful couple,
Shot us
power
flames.
couple. And so let's focus in on them, and we'll start with the Joey and Omar beef. So apparently, Grace, we said, beautiful blonde, blue-eyed.
Yeah.
But I feel like her type is actually told dark. And when I say dark, I mean
actually dark.
What do you call the thing that
melanin?
Melanin dark. Yeah. Like she likes herself
not
a black
tan
man. Yeah.
Or spray tan.
She likes herself a black man. And Omar being
but
black.
Wait, she was giving weird vibes, right?
That's it.
So okay, if it's going to be jumping a bit, but when Connor picked her, right?
Yes.
So they had to recouple. She was showing signs. She had maybe I'm jumping too far, but her thing with Omar, there wasn't really anything there.
It wasn't a thing, but we wanted to speak about it because then Joey was irritated about it. It was like
he basically got annoyed that Omar was like flirting with her, but he wasn't.
Yeah, he wasn't. Like, don't talk to my girl. We are basically like we are
together,
a couple. We are together.
Like don't come talk to my girl, which
like
is weird. Okay, you being possessive, and also it wasn't that deep. Omar wasn't trying anything. You could just tell it was Joey's insecurities.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
This is going to be important. That like the fact that Joey felt so deeply about
Grace
being in a
his
relationship.
Girl.
This is gonna play in like in 10 minutes when you talk about it. But continue.
Okay, so then later on, there's new people that come in, right? And so this guy Connor, who's also a black man, he picks Grace because he had a conversation with Grace where she was like, "No one is closed off." She said that. She asked him, "Who are you interested in?" And he told her, "I'm interested in you and one other girl." So she was aware, right?
Yeah.
She had the conversation. He picks her for the recoupling, and she's acting like she's
Whoa,
never heard this. She's like, "Oh my gosh,
I have no idea."
Her facial expression, she's gaslighting with the face because she's like, "What? You knew because he told you. He made it blatant." And then she goes and tells Joey that like, "Oh no, I've told him that we're just friends, and now he's coupled up."
Yeah.
She was giving weird vibes there because it's like, what are you doing? And now you're making this man look like he's the psycho one when you were giving him the hints that you were potentially open to him.
Fully.
So she took a step down for me there because I was like, I had like
a lot of people were saying like this is like the white woman and sending the black men to be lynched.
I read it.
It was like, oh my god, I'm talking to them, and then when the white
and you got your white man,
it's like I have no idea why they talking to me,
flirting.
And then like the white man now gets riled up. It's like, who are these motherfuckers?
And that's literally what Joey was giving.
Yeah.
Yo,
so that was not great for Gracie.
She was doing some weird things there.
She was being weird there,
but it's fine. It comes back later on. We'll get to them.
That was the biggest thing of this week. Joey feeling so strongly about like Grace and them being in a relationship. What happens now is a couple of days go by and there's another bombshell.
Yeah.
And we are introduced to Jesse and Troy.
Two bombshells.
One
guy and a girl.
Troy chooses Jess. They're going to date. Jesse, the girl, new bombshell, chooses Joey. They're going to date.
Yes.
Mind you guys, remember, Joey and Grace are together.
They're together.
Joey's like obsessed with Grace.
Supposedly.
So
Jesse, another blonde hair girl, right?
Yeah. Of course.
So naturally, Joey has to be, because that is his type.
Yeah.
Just blonde hair, basically. Just dye your hair blonde and then you're his type.
But I'm so sorry. I don't want to say this, but Aryan race vibes. It's
definitely.
So weird.
Definitely.
I'm so sorry. It's weird for me. Like,
that can't be a type. Like, because if you are naturally blonde, that means you have blue eyes or green eyes, which means you are just
like how what do you mean that's the only thing you're attracted to? That's weird.
It's weird.
Anyways,
we've been on this thing of it just doesn't make sense. I'll never understand.
I will never understand. Every single time we bring it up, I'm just like I get riled up and I'm like,
that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
But it's fine. Okay, so basically he goes on a date with her. He's acting fresh, like he's never seen a girl before. He's telling her that they are open or that he doesn't actually know where they stand. Meantime, he's been putting it on thick for her the whole time. Now he's like, no, I'm not sure where you stand, blah, 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 telling the girl this. The girl comes back, tells this to Grace, low-key. And then the dramas all start, basically.
Oh, it kicks off.
Oh,
it kicks off.
This man is absolutely crazy.
So like now Joey's essentially saying, I'm not that closed off. I want to get to know
Yeah.
Jessie, the new girl.
Acting like he wasn't possessive as hell over
Grace. Grace now,
like,
and
what?
for me, fair. That's when the lynching situation, Grace, learn your race politics.
Yeah.
But then now, in terms of the relationship with Joey, I was like, I'm on 100% with you, Grace.
Yeah, but now you must also know what your white man, when you went and snitched to him, now look what he's turning on you.
He actually,
it's too
let me
much.
gather myself, because actually I want to fight him.
It's so
I want
bad.
to physically fight Joey Essex.
And this is why we're saying he got brought to bring the drama.
So he's like, what do you mean? We're not closed off. Of course I'm going to get to know people. Grace, it's only been 2 weeks. Why are you so possessive?
Oh my
Whoa,
God.
I can't deal with this. It's only been 2 weeks. I need to get to know the new girl.
And not only that, even worse, he says, and I watched you do when you were with Connor. She did, and with Omar, she did nothing with those guys. If anything, she potentially led them on. In which case, she retract and went to completely just be like, no, we're friends.
Every single time, it's like, Joey, I'm telling you this. They said something to me, but I told them no, because I want to focus on
even though she was getting a bit dramatic with that. It's still just like she was very clear that they were closed off.
Joey's like, no, I think I'm doing the right thing. I'm being honest with you. I don't know what it is with the UK guys. And
as long as you're honest.
As long as you're honest, that means you're doing the right thing. No, you're being honest, yes.
But you're doing the wrong thing.
Your behavior is absolutely shitty.
Yeah.
Like, what are you actually doing?
Awful.
It was awful. Like it happened, like, I feel like it happened over 3 days, where Grace kept on saying, I don't know what you're doing. I like you. I'm invested in this. You've told me the same thing. So why are you talking to her?
And then he starts doing the lying thing. He was like, yeah, no, I'm only for you. Meantime, you're going. Because what happens? He takes her up to the terrace and they kiss.
And they kiss.
And he hasn't
takes the new girl and they go kiss.
And he hasn't disclosed anything with Grace. Hasn't even told her, I'm trying to pursue something with someone else. Doesn't do that. He's still just like, no, you're still my number one. Like, she's just a friend. We're just seeing where it goes. But then you're kissing her. And then what? Because they recouple this in bed, kissing again.
And they come down after the terrace kiss. Comes downstairs and like, he says, I don't think anyone needs to know about the kiss.
Sneaky.
Because he knows what he did is effed up.
But not only that, he did a manipulative thing first, because he didn't say no one needs to know. He looked at her and he said, so what are we going to say if they ask? Maybe we should just say nothing happened. He like groomed her almost. He's like, what do you think we should say? No, we're going to say this. What are you doing? And she was like, yeah.
Which is so crazy, because like they have that conversation, they split up. First thing Joey says to Ronnie, we kissed,
yeah.
I thought you guys just made a pact not
it's
to tell
anyone. It's fine for him to tell, because he knows the boys are going to have his back, but it's not okay for her to tell because the girls are going to tell. Yeah.
But then obviously she also tells other people.
Yeah,
and then enough. Grace finds out. Grace is like, you are actually bevolk.
Yeah, you stupid.
He's going to Afrikaans because ek moet praat. Omdat I'm so bad at Afrikaans.
Yeah, guys. I was like, where's this going? I
don't know. I was just like in French. I know it's a French corner, but still very Afrikaans. I was in Paul an hour ago, so I'm in my Afrikaans blood right now.
All right, let's retract back to.
Ek is bevolk, man.
Yeah, what the hell?
What beteken jy? No, that was actually
it was crazy. I didn't actually believe he'd go this bad, because I'm like, your reputation still, man. Surely you want to keep it. No.
You went so wild. I'm like,
you went 0 to 100.
Like, Joey, you know what you're doing is actually insane and wrong, but you go into like look this woman in the eye
and be like,
and tell her, no, I think you are insane. Why are you believing this? Why are you acting this way?
Yeah.
And I love the fact that like after like I think it was the third kind of like argument they had. So like when so Grace found out that they kissed. Joey didn't tell her.
Yeah, the other girl.
Jessie told her.
Because she was like, Joey's taking too long to tell you, and I don't want anyone else to spoil. So she did the right thing. I was backing Jessie in that, because yes, of course you kissed him, but like
you already kissed her, babe.
But the same way when Grace came in, she didn't feel any loyalty to Samantha, right? She went off what the energy Joey was giving her.
Yes.
So Joey was giving interested. Same thing Joey's giving interested with Jessie. It's not her responsibility.
Yeah.
And she still went out of her way to go talk to her, because she did feel bad, which is like, you can kind of see she doesn't have the worst personality. She told Joey, please go tell her. Joey beat around the bush, tried to avoid it all day. So she said, no, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
And Grace wasn't nice back to her, but she still just took her on the chin and said, well, this is what I have to tell you.
Yeah.
So I respect her for that. She just got herself into the worst situation with the worst guy.
I know. Okay, I think because I just like Grace now, that Jesse. I'm like,
yeah, but that thing
I don't
with-
want to see you. I don't want to talk to
I
you.
get that, but I'm still keeping that background thing of how she was with Connor, where she gaslit and said, "Oh no, I'm never showed interest," but you did.
Yeah, they all. Oh,
Because I still back her and a Connor maybe. Like if she gives him a chance,
I feel like they could potentially make a great.
He's
couple.
a bit boring for her, but I think it would be nice to just shove it in Joey's face. And
Yeah,
like, here now
for them
she's
to have
with
that
someone.
redemption arc. But yeah, that was insane. And then that conversation after Jesse told what's her name, Grace, that like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
I kissed Joey. Terrace last night, and then Grace speaks to Joey, is like, so I heard you kissed her. Did you kiss her? She says yes, and then she was like, I'm not gonna argue with you.
We're done.
We're done.
Yeah, thank you.
Stood up and left, and I was like, thank you, because I don't want it back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to like even try.
And I don't want him to try convince you or manipulate you either.
100%.
And I also like that she didn't bring the drama that everyone thought there was going to be, because they were all like, when Nicole and thing were watching, they
everyone
were like, ooh,
fuming,
drama,
fuming.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so bad, and she was like,
it's fine.
We're done.
I get. Yeah, because she already knew what her boundaries were. That's literally what it was. She was like, okay, if you do that, I'm not going to talk to you. So now you did it, so I'm not going to talk to you.
Beautiful.
End of story.
End
so yeah,
of
that
story.
was a lot of drama for the week because we didn't expect that.
That was the main one, and I feel like the only thing that comes second to that is Kieran and Harriet after they played the game Never Have I Ever. That one was good. That one was actually good.
So they're playing Never Have I Ever, and then what was the question that it was revolving? I think it was about being two-faced.
It was about being two-faced.
Yeah.
And like it was the last question. Everything was done. The game was kind of like, okay, cool, whatever. Never have I ever slept with people and like had intercourse in public. It was like normal, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the last question, never have I ever there's someone being two-faced with someone in the villa, something like that. And then also that one almost died out, and then last minute Kieran is like, yeah, I'm gonna drink because I feel like someone has been two-faced with me, and that person is Harriet.
Yeah.
Because we were getting to know each other, and when our situation didn't work out, she went to my now partner. I don't want to say girlfriend, but partner Nicole, and she kept telling Nicole, "Why would you be with this guy? This guy sucks."
True.
Then like.
But then she was hyping us up together.
You were hyping us up, and you like it was weird.
It was weird.
And then, I feel like he said that in a nice way. It was like, when you move like that, it made me feel
a bit off
towards you.
Yeah, and then she came back with sass. Hey, so much sass. I don't remember what she said, but I was just like,
yeah, you're so immature, and he's the youngest one, and everyone.
She used the immature thing.
Yeah,
she's like, oh, he's so mature. Next, and she said next. I remember.
Yes.
Oh, and then
and that's a trigger for him.
Yeah.
The whole immature thing, because I actually feel like he's
very mature compared.
He's very mature compared to
some of the other people.
You guys was 27, but like
it really has nothing to do with age. Like it really is just how you handle yourself.
100%.
But then he hit her back.
Yo.
What did he say?
I've been laughing at this line the whole week. I've loved it. He said, okay, you can call me immature, but I'm no one's second or third choice in the villa like you.
Yeah. And she just burst out crying straight away.
And she, at first it was like, what did you say? Like, she
didn't hear. She didn't hear.
And then Matilda
was like, repeat.
Matilda's like, oh my God, did you hear that? Because it could have ended there.
Faded there.
It was like, oh, okay,
because
cool.
a few people heard, but they didn't want to say anything. They were over it.
Matilda's like, no.
Say it again.
Everyone needs to hear this thing. Hey, Kieran, tell her what you said. Tell her.
And by the way, this is her friend. So she's like, yeah, tell my friend that mean thing. Exactly.
Literally.
She was not being a friend. Because you heard someone say bad things about them and now you like, say it again so she can hear.
In front of everyone.
My friend didn't hear you.
In front of the whole group. Matilda, that's when I was like, this is your fault.
You're being weird. And she came in so strong as well.
She did.
She's very messy.
And then Kieran said it again so that Harriet
said it with his chest.
He said it with his chest. Like, no, this is what I said. Like, at least I haven't been anyone's second or third choice like you have been.
And then everyone was like, ooh. And that's when the tears.
She started crying. Matilda jumps up like, no, let's go to the room kind of thing. I'm supporting you.
It's like, it wouldn't have happened if you didn't ask him to repeat himself.
Literally, I'm like, you instigate.
Because she even said, she's like, how can you say that? But you asked him to repeat.
You asked him to repeat it. You could have pulled your girlfriend to the side later on and said,
this is what Kieran said.
He said. I don't think that's a good thing for him to say.
Yes.
But you asked him to repeat it with this
in front of everyone.
She literally, and then you're gonna be like, I can't believe you would say something like that.
Yeah, she is shady, and she is also with like the weirdest guy in the villa who's giving me bad vibes from the get. So it says a lot about her. Man. Yeah, he sells sweets on TikTok. That's all you need to know.
He's cute. He's he's selling drugs on TikTok, and he's so sweet and stuff. But there's a weird thing with him, and I hated him because early in the week Omar left. So Omar, was kicked out, and when that was when he was kicked out with
Tiffany,
the islanders had to decide who was going to leave, and Sean was like, Omar needs to leave because Omar wants Matilda, and I want Matilda. So I want
he kicked the guy out because basically that was his competition. So instead of letting the girl choose which guy she's interested in, he said, no, I'm gonna just get him out. So then she's gonna be forced to like
exactly.
You're a loser energy.
Because you should have said
no confidence.
Poindexter. Literally.
What's that?
It's like a loser.
Okay. We're gonna stay with loser.
It's what the Americans are saying on TikTok. We're cool now. Hi, American TikTok. Poindexter.
America's not gonna have TikTok for long.
And they're not going to. Because there are Poindexters. I mean, the United States of America is a Poindexter.
Yeah, they're losers.
They are the losers.
But anyway, Matilda, bad vibes.
Bad vibes. But like, that was so hot. And like, I love the fact that like, Kieran said, I know I said that. I know she cried. And I'm not trying to be like the guy who makes a woman cry. That's not what I was trying to do. I was being honest. You guys asked me a question. You asked me to repeat it again.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. But like, I'm not sorry about saying that thing because I am being factually correct. I'm being honest to myself. Yeah. Like, this girl has not been.
And you have no loyalty. She's not your bestie. You don't need to like hide things. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
100%.
No, she did, but she cries for freaking everything. Anyway, I'm so over it. Like, I know we were giving her a chance last week, but like this week, she came in too cocky. If she like humbled herself a bit and just stuck with the energy that she was at when she was being like heartbroken, that's fine. Then we'll like you. You're more likable. Now you're still being sassy and rude to people. I can't get behind it.
Guess what, guys? Spoiler: she and Ronnie got kicked out of the villa.
Bye-bye.
I was actually very happy about that.
I was surprised, but also very glad because this was purely based on public vote, right? So they said public vote for your favorite, and then they said, okay, top 3 who were the least favorite. Here you are. And out of those top 3, there were new couples, right? So couples who were like, maybe you could. It was like Grace and Connor. Hello, you guys were barely meant to even be there.
They were there for 3 days.
The public didn't vote. This was rigged because the public didn't vote for them.
I think the public did.
Really?
Because I feel like the public is just over. No one likes Ronnie. It was like, yes, Ronnie's great for television, but also like, you are not going to find a girlfriend here.
No,
so like,
and you can tell by your actions you're not here for that.
And we've given you so many chances. Yeah. Like, he's had 3 women that he's like basically just spoiled.
And he's literally was only settling with Harriet now because there's no one else. If someone else came in, he's going for 100%.
And again, guys, like Ronnie, you said like Ronnie's the least.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the A word, but he is the least A out of everyone else.
Yeah.
Attractive. And I was like,
he's
why?
Not the vibe.
He's just like not the vibes. And like, why is he's
got the banter, but like,
okay,
we don't want that.
Like, you're not serious.
Yeah, no.
So it's like, it's time for him to go. Harriet as well. Like, no one likes you. Jess hates you.
Yeah, but Jess is also being such a salty girl, bro. I can't.
Jess, I'm the prize.
She was coming on so strong. So the new guy Troy came in, right?
I'm the prize.
What are you telling
Name of the
him?
episode. I'm the prize.
But she's not.
She is.
She's not, like, no, because she's mean. Okay, obviously she's matching the energy.
Yeah.
Because Harriet's not nice to her, so she's also not being nice. But after a while, you need to know when to just stop. Like, sometimes it turns around and starts to make you look like the ugly person.
It looks like you're the bully.
So just stop after
because
a while.
I agree with Jess. Like,
yes,
I 100% agree with Jess.
But when you're going on and on and on, you're looking
like, now we know that
hateful.
Harriet can't come back at you. It's almost like, this is you are in the position of power, and now it's just like not looking good.
No.
Even though you are being very factual, and I agree with what you say.
Fair enough, but also no way to stop with your facts.
Now,
because I think we got the point. We felt it as a win when you got to have your say. But now stop it there.
Yeah,
because you're being mean girling.
Yeah.
And the way she comes onto her guy like that, where she's like constantly like flirting but with weird lines, I don't like it.
It's like, I'm the prize, babe.
It's giving me icky.
What's you gonna do to me? You're not gonna do anything because I'm the prize.
I'm the prize.
You think we're gonna kiss you on the first date? I'm not gonna kiss you on the first date, babes. I'm the prize. I'm the queen. I'm the queen, babes. You're not the king. You're not just yet. You have to prove yourself. I'm the prize.
Ick. I literally threw up and swallowed it.
I know.
She's the worst. But it's fine.
She's do enjoy seeing her.
I want to see how she reacts now that Harriet's not there. Like, is she going to still be mean girl, or is she going to, like, where you
Oh, what the dynamics are going to be like.
That's going to be interesting.
That will be interesting to watch.
But yeah, otherwise, Kieran and Nicole, oh, please. I know they just said they love each other, but I can't wait till he goes to Casa more. And please just find someone else. Like, this girl is so psycho. The heart rate challenge, right? We didn't even speak about this.
I want to say this is exactly why I had to save that screenshot. So I didn't upload a lot of things. So we have a shared the image folder,
Right.
and I didn't upload a lot. But like, please read this because this for me was hilarious.
Kieran lost Omar, is coupled up with his own personal probation officer, and realized he's in a house full of losers. He's so fed up.
He
Literally.
This encapsulates everything. At Tony_AA, you said
You
it.
said it. But he's not realizing his goal is his parole officer yet. He's still showing love. But can you just go to another environment, find someone else, and we can leave this? Because Nicole, baby, you're doing too much.
She's doing too much.
The heart race challenge, right? So there was only one couple. This is the game where they basically dance for each other and it raises your heart rate.
Like a sexy dance kind of thing.
Yeah, and then they tell every person who raised their heart rate the most, right? So obviously you want to expect that all the couples raised each other. That's not how it works, and it's TV, so I'm sure some things are a bit altered here and there, but that's not how it works. So Kieran's heart rate did not get raised by Nicole, and she went on a bender. She was like,
which
he
is
doesn't
fair.
like me. No, but you watched the show. We all know that, like,
yes, it's
not
so
a reality
rare that like the people that are coupled up together
will get
each other's highest heart rate.
But not even that. It's just like, have some like confidence. You know, he's told you he likes you. He's not showed interest in anyone else. Just take it. Now you must cry and like go on a whole thing of like, oh, he doesn't like me. You like the other girl because your heart raced.
Race for the other one. It literally, that thing, Nicole is Kieran's personal probation officer. It made so much sense to me. I was like, yeah. And then also they were like sharing, just talking and being vulnerable with each other. And then it came like the conversation of body count came into this. Yeah, that was the topic of conversation. And then Kieran was like, okay, cool. You've asked me. I'm going to be honest with you. My body count, Kieran, by the way, is 21. And it's like, my body count is 120.
And she said,
that's disgusting.
And he literally said, don't judge me. And she said, disgusting. And she said, no. She like took it back almost because she realized her reaction was so like,
I don't mean it's disgusting, but it's disgusting, Kieran. You're so young.
Yeah,
Kieran, you're so young. You can't have 120? 120 people? You're so young.
Yeah.
I was like, babe,
what do you expect?
You can't, like, this is a safe space. You've said this is a safe space.
And this is your person now.
This is your person. You're going to tell them, like, you're disgusting.
Yeah, that was funny. And he got upset as well. He's like, no.
Valid. Because, I mean, he asked me to share this, like,
and
vulnerable thing. Like, body count chats are always very sensitive chats.
Yeah, but if you ask, you must be prepared for what you're going to get.
Exactly.
Otherwise,
for her to say that's disgusting.
Yeah,
not even once, multiple times.
But she's also on a bender because her and Jess are just like the mean girls now. They took that role of like, let's go together and chat. Yeah, which is weird, right?
Which is so weird how
and remember how they started? It was Harriet, Nicole, and Samantha as the three girls, and we were like, ugh.
Yeah.
Now it's completely different dynamic, different friendship groups.
Harriet, like,
I'm so glad Mimi and Uma are still backing each other. They're there for each other, so at least they'll always have friends.
Uma is my favorite.
I love you, Uma. I also love
Uma. I love you, Uma. Hi, please come to Cape Town. I love you. But yeah, no, Kieran, Nicole,
Mimi. Oh God.
I honestly, not even in a mean way. I don't want to talk about Mimi and Ayo.
I don't either, but I still love her, and I wish that she would find someone better and cuss him more. That's all I want to say.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's not giving any reassurance. He's not in it to win it. He knows his head will turn. That's why he's not saying to her, I'm closed off. So we're bored. They're just waiting around for the next person of color to come in, because maybe they'll be good. Otherwise, cuss him
Love and light. Also, it was a bit like peculiar that... So the heart rate challenge, is just going to go back to it again.
Yeah.
That Uma, who is Ayo's quote-unquote ex, his heart rate was highest for Uma. And
no, it wasn't.
It was. It was Uma. It was like a thing. I was like, who? Oh.
Don't lie.
Yes. And I was like, that's interesting.
I thought he was for Mimi, but Mimi was for... No, it was.
Yeah, Mimi was for Ayo.
Mimi was for Connor.
No, Mimi was for Connor. Yeah,
wait, I have it written here because I was
Mimi,
like,
they both didn't get each other.
No, I think Ayo did get her, man.
It was Uma.
Sure.
It was Uma because I remember Uma's face and I love Uma. She was like, oopsie.
That's so
silly.
Gosh. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Joey was for Nicole. Sean was for Jess.
Yeah.
Ronnie was for Jess, and Jess was for Ronnie, which is oopsies. Kieran was for Grace. Mimi was for Connor, and Grace was for Ayo. Ayo didn't have thing.
No, Ayo was Uma. So Grace got the high. Grace heart.
But I would have wrote because I only wrote the ones that were.
So you didn't write for Ayo.
Yes, because his was Mimi. I only wrote if a couple didn't get their couple or wasn't with the person in their couple, because everyone else was fine. We need to rewatch this because I'm so sure that he did.
I'm very sure because it was a thing. It was like Uma was like, interesting.
I'm sure that was
because
like
I remember that one
thing.
because like that was the weird one. It was like, why?
No, it was weird because Mimi didn't get Ayo. She didn't. Her heart didn't race.
Like Uma and Will are the only couple that like their heart rates were raised by each other. Everyone else, all different people,
but not both of them. It's only one person. Not both people in the couple, because with Sean and thing. That's why I didn't write down Ayo, because he didn't.
Okay, we'll rewatch it, but I think it was like Ayo.
I could make a bet on this because I'm pretty sure he was.
Oh, let's go! You're gonna buy dinner.
No, and then if I win,
and then I'll buy a dinner.
What's your dinner?
The dinner we're gonna have after the podcast.
Okay,
let's go. Perfect. Yay, free dinner, guys!
You wish. Okay, we're gonna have to
no,
that.
It was crazy. And then that's like I feel like those were those were the major things.
We saw a preview for Casa More, so we know that's coming.
So this evening's episode. It's we're recording on Sunday evening, guys. Yes. It's the 30th of June. Woo!
End of June.
End of June. I'm so grateful. But like Casa More is gonna begin this week, and so Casa More, that's when they're gonna send whichever sex, so guys
or the girls or the guys,
to a completely separate villa, and they're going to introduce a whole new range of guys or girls, depending on whatever
but both sides. So the ones who are staying, they'll get new girls or guys, and the other one will get new girls or guys.
And that also always shakes things up.
And they're only there usually for a week, and then they have to recouple. And if they want to take a new person, they can. Otherwise, all the customer people go home.
Yes. And when the recoupling happens, we'll talk about it. I love it so much because like when the recoupling happens, they recouple separately. So like when you come back to the house, you're gonna find out like, do they choose you or do they choose the new person? You don't know.
We're gonna have so much drama this week, and then it's the end of the week is gonna be before the recoupling. So the week after that is gonna be even more hectic.
Stunning.
We've got so much. We've got so much.
We got so much, guys. We've got so much, and we're going to as we've been doing, we're gonna tell you every single bit about it because that's what we do at Your Diaries. I think we should end it there.
We probably should.
Like, let's end it there. We don't want to give you guys an hour episode. I know you love hearing our voices.
It's pretty much an hour at this stage.
Yeah, but it's under an hour.
We had a lot to talk about. Vanderpump, we've been waiting weeks to catch up on that because I've been behind seasons.
That's a good one.
Let's just also, I'm getting through like one season a week. Isn't that crazy?
I know. This was like, you are...
I am reality.
She has, again, full-time job.
Yeah.
Full-time boyfriend, which none of us can talk to, by the way. We'll discuss it in another episode. And she's still able.
Are you jealous?
You see?
Everyone in the tunnel needs a boyfriend.
Oh my god, I do need a boyfriend. I do have a boyfriend, but like I don't think I have high standards, but I have certain things.
You definitely have high standards.
I have high standards.
Very high standards.
I'm so sorry. Why are you guys fucking losers? Like, I'm joking.
What's the word? Not losers. What is it that you said?
Poindexters.
Poindexter. Don't be a Poindexter.
I know.
You're a loser, but you try to be cool, but then you're bad at it.
Yeah. Oh, that's even worse.
So it's like
did you hear that, guys? You're a loser trying to be cool, but it's not.
But it's not working.
Yeah.
A scrub. I
don't want no
I like that one. I'm gonna put your scrubs. Bye, scrubs.